Hi everybody, Jake here, and welcome to another episode of Rebuilding Newcastle. I don't really know what else I need to say other than it's the Champions League final. We're Newcastle in our second season against Inter Milan. Can we turn things around in 2 seasons and win a Champions League title with Newcastle United? Guess you're about to find out. Hi everyone, welcome to the video, welcome to the channel if you're new, and as I mentioned in the intro today, of course it's probably what anyone who's still watching this series is waiting for, the Champions League final. We are playing Inter Milan, who are top of Serie A, have won Serie A at this point I think, by 2 points, beating Roma, Milan, Juventus, Napoli and a variety of other teams to the title. And that is who we're playing today in the Champions League final, so it's definitely not going to be an easy match. We did not finish top of our table, unfortunately, although 94 points is not a bad set of numbers. It's not a bad point total. It's not a bad point total to finish on. We just got very unlucky with the fact that Manchester United decided to get 100 points. We managed to beat Liverpool, beat Man City by a fair margin. Second is a higher finish than what we got last season, which is great. If we actually look at the Premier League as a whole, only losing 2 games across the whole season, one of which was a battering away to Man City, and we also lost against other Manchester rivals, Manchester United 4-2, which you saw in the last episode, which kind of wrote us off for the title. Man U just don't draw. They were very consistent. I mean, we can't really compete with that at the top of the league. The only teams to take any points off them are Chelsea, Liverpool, us, Arsenal and Man City, so some very good teams. They are brilliant against the worst opposition in the league and just keep beating them, and we could not get close to them in the end, but I think it's definitely a good season on our end. We've had some top performers. We're in great form flying into this match. If we look since last episode where we lost to Man U and beat Benfica, we've beat Tottenham without conceding, we beat Liverpool without conceding, and we beat Aston Villa. Vlahovic scoring a hat-trick in the last game and the game before that scoring 2, so he is on fire. We're in good form. We have had an injury to Rafinha, which is going to be annoying. But I suppose before we actually get into the game, I should make it clear that I have said since the start of the series, and it's usually the aim with these series that I do, that the aim was to win the Champions League, and when that happens, we will end the series, even if we haven't won the league yet. The Champions League has always been the eventual goal. We are here today, there's no guarantees we're going to win it, but who knows what's going to happen. If this is the end, we'll talk about that afterwards in the series as a whole and how it's gone. But first of all, I just want to say, if you do enjoy this kind of content, if you are excited for the Champions League final, hit the like button. It will really help in pushing these videos out to as many people as possible. We probably had the biggest dip in viewers on the last episode, so the Champions League semi-final is the one where you can kind of tell now people are starting to drop off the series. Maybe they'll come back for this one. I don't know. If you are back, thank you. Let me know in the comments if you think we'll beat Inter. Let me know what your favourite moment of the series has been so far. And should the series end after this match, then let me know anything about the series, how it's made you feel, if you enjoyed it, what we could have done better, what we could have done worse, anything like that. And finally, if you haven't already, then hit the subscribe button on the channel. It would mean a lot to me. We've recently surpassed 5,000 subscribers, which again, I'll talk about that at the end of the episode because I've got a lot of thank yous to do, but that is just an insane number and we'll talk about that later, as I just said. But Inter Milan, Champions League final, Newcastle United in 2 seasons here. We've completely changed it around. Yes, we have spent money. We have spent over the course of the 2 seasons we've been here 147 million this year, and the year before 343. We might have spent a fair bit of money actually, haven't we? What's that altogether? About 500. Take away the 30 million from Joe Willock, which wouldn't have been me. But outside of that, we have bought in 100 million there, so about 180 million bought in, about 450 spent, let's say. It's a lot of money. It's a few £100 million, but it's the kind of thing you need to do to change a team around from a relegation candidate Newcastle side to a Champions League winning Newcastle side in 2 years. We've brought in quality, we've replaced most of the players, barely anyone's left, but we have a brilliant squad. And speaking of brilliant squad, we should probably look at how well everyone's doing currently. Nyanzu is on course to potentially win the European Golden Boy, but I don't think he will do. Someone, I can't remember who, was above him from another team, so doesn't look like he will win it, but he has had an outstanding year for us at the back. If we were going to sell him now, around £200 million a game recommends. He has been a rock at the back, and I know he has scored a few goals, but he'll get like an 8.5 match rating in a game where we win 2-0 and he doesn't score, just because he contributes so much at the back and just prevents anything from happening. Ward-Prowse has been brilliant. Vlahovic has really just turned it up in the second half of the season and has become amazing. Rafinha still contributing, even Billy Gilmore doing well this year. Azpilicueta getting a goal and an assist. The whole team is contributing, and the one man that probably hasn't contributed at all this season is the man that, when I started the first episode of this series, I said he would appear in the Champions League final. It's Jonjo Shelvey. I did put him in a Champions League registration squad, even though it caused some issues with some other players. He will be leaving at the end of this season. 6 international caps for England. When the hell did he get them? That must be a real life thing, because he definitely didn't get them while playing for us here in this save. But yeah, he's going to appear at some point in this match. Hopefully he doesn't ruin it for us. Maybe he scores the winning goal from a penalty spot. It's a bit of wishful thinking, but you never know. And yeah, the team's just been amazing. The form's been amazing. The tactics going to stay the same. I'm not changing anything for this match, but I haven't picked my team yet, so you guys will be doing it with me. So let's have a look at what we've got in our side today. So, Livakovic in goal, yes. Mukiele, Nyanzu, Badashile, Windle, all of them fully fit, all ready to go. We've got to go for that. Weigl, Jobazlai, and Ward-Prowse. Yeah, again, that is the midfield that I'd want. I don't know why Azpilicueta is in the inverted winger position. I know Rafinha's injured, so maybe I hit quick pick at one point and they put Aspi there, but he's not going to start there. Thuram and Vlahovic, yes. So now the question is, who do we put in this position? Do we try Gabriel Barbosa in a position that he hasn't played yet, an unhappy Gabriel Barbosa? Do we put Saint Maximin in there, again, an unhappy Saint Maximin? Or do we try Marcus Edwards, who's scored fairly recently, has been in good form? It's a big risk, but I'm going to start Marcus Edwards because I know that Saint Maximin off the bench can offer us an option on the left or the right, and I don't want to just stick him on, and then if Thuram gets injured, we won't have anyone really of quality to come on in that position. So we'll keep Maximin on the bench, and I'm sure he'll come on at some point. Gilmore should be on the bench. Tolisso isn't registered. You see, I had a lot of registration issues with some of these players. It's a good job Windle didn't get injured because Balde is not in the team today. And I think that's everyone we can fit. Richard Crockard is in the Champions League squad. He's actually had his first appearance for the Northern Ireland national team, so should we go on for another season, I'm sure he's going to keep contributing to us. And a half-injured Freddie Woodman is going to be on the bench as well. That's everything we need to do. I don't think we need to build it up anymore. We've got a Champions League final to win. Hopefully we can win it. If not, we'll start planning for season 3 transfers. If we do, we'll talk everything about this Newcastle series as soon as it's done. But right now, our only focus is on winning this game. Okay, we're off here in the game, the Champions League final of Newcastle. It came around so fast. The team talk went fine, just used the assistant recommended one. And 7 minutes in, apparently Ward-Prowse has got a book in, but I think we should just take a quick look at Inter Milan's side. It's a 5 at the back formation, 3 midfield, 2 up top. That gap does make it seem like it's going to be quite defensive, quite defensively structured, not in a bad way. But yeah, I think it will be quite a conservative game, maybe not many highlights, not many chances. We'll see what happens though. It's a good team, the forward 2 are going to be dangerous. A mixture of pace and physicality. The midfield 3 are very creative, all very good players. Calhanoglu, especially at set pieces, could be worrying. It's a good back 5, although Ferrari might be a weak point because I don't really know who he is. He's on loan from Sassuolo, £2.9 million. Hasn't played all that much this season. Actually, 19 appearances, 7.27. That's not bad really, is it? Hassage at left wing back, I'm pretty sure he's right-footed. He is, so maybe that's an issue. Maybe we can get at him, although we're cutting inside anyway, so it might not make much of a difference. Sportiello in goal. I don't really know why Handanovic isn't. Maybe he's left the club, but is he injured? Sportiello has played 37 games. Pretty much played every match that Inter Milan had in the Serie A this season, so he's obviously been trusted in goal. I'm sure he's a good goalkeeper. It's just maybe not as high of a level as an Inter Milan first 11 that I would have expected, so that's a good sign for us. 11 minutes in, we've got our first highlight, and it is Inter Milan going forward with Zapata, who is very physical. He's managed to steal the ball off Mukiele and then strengthen him off, run up the pitch, but it's a great save from Livakovic early on here. And bear in mind we're in key highlights, the game obviously thinks that should have been possibly a goal for Inter Milan, and we do well to defend a corner because they are a very physical side. Big, massive, 3 central defenders, all of which can probably head the ball quite well. De Vrij is massive, Skriniar is a good defender in the air as well. We'll see what happens, but 12 minutes in, seems to be leaning the way of Inter Milan so far, possession and chances wise. A couple of bookings for us as well. We're maybe not having the rub of the green so far, so I'll demand a bit more and see what happens. It's weird because I don't expect to win the Champions League, but I'd expect to possibly win this match, if that makes sense. So if we forget that it's a Champions League final, forget the occasion, I'd probably back us here, although early on it seems quite even now. We're starting to leaven it out a bit. Possession we don't usually ever really have that much of, but but chances wise we're doing okay. I can't speak. Of all the times that I can't speak, Champions League final probably isn't the best time for it. I need to be shouting on the touchline, demand more, but Mukiele having a good game, that's nice to see. And we do have a highlight. I was about to talk about something else, but we'll see what happens here. Marcus Thuram on the left hand side. This could be a highlight for us, the first one of the game. Thuram to Ward-Prowse. Thuram hits it back to Weigl. Windle, we're building it up nicely, but we just can't let them steal the ball off us in counter. Ward-Prowse with a great ball in. Marcus Edwards, Oh, it's been VAR'd out. It's not counting currently, but I thought he was actually onside, so I'm actually going to say this might be awarded. If so, great ball from Ward-Prowse, and it's a great finish from Edwards. Goal awarded. We've got it. We're 1-0 up. 53 minutes in. I was half hesitant when I said it. I wasn't as convinced as some other times, but I did think he looked like he timed his run well. And it's the pass that really makes that goal, because all Edwards then has to do is hit the ball in a straight line and we score. But he still does have to do a fair bit here. Let's see how close it was. Oh, it was right on the line. Vlahovic was offside. And Edwards is he's just there, and he just gets there in time, and it's a great left-footed shot. He found space. I think that's a good thing about having our inside players, and maybe why we might be doing okay against this formation, because they've got wing-backs and centre-backs. We're kind of occupying the space between, and that's maybe causing a bit of an issue defensively for them. But we've done really well. Inverted winger, inside forward, seems to be combining quite nicely. 20 minutes to go, and what I was going to say earlier is that Shelvey will be guaranteed 10 minutes of game time. That's what I've decided. So with 10 minutes to go, I'm going to have to bring Jonjo on. But I think at this point we'll make a few more sensible substitutions. With Maximan coming on, I think Weigl not having the world's most amazing game, I think Gilmour will do a good job in that midfield. So we'll bring him on there. 20 minutes on the clock. Hopefully we don't see another highlight and we can just walk away with a Champions League title. But we do. We have a highlight from a corner. Ward-Prowse in. Skriniar heads it away. It's picked up by Marcus Edwards. You know, Jonjo, as much as I want to win this, I would love for it to go 1-1 and then Shelvey score a screamer to win it. Marcus Edwards pulls it back to Gilmour. Gilmour to Szoboszlai. Windle. What a goal! Owen Windle hit that in basically slow motion. I've talked about how good he was since we signed him and how surprised I was. I know he was good last year and I know he's okay this year, but our scouts gave him a 2.5 when he came in, a 2.5 stars with 2.5 star potential. I wasn't expecting him to be this good, and what a goal that is. Szoboszlai with the assist. Windle hits it. Oh, it's a brilliant finish. That might be one of the best goals you'll see in Football Manager in a Champions League final at least. What a finish that was. He's placed that into the corner, and I think we can celebrate now by playing Jonjo Shelvey. And I took a second then because I was going to bring him on in midfield when I decided at the start, which makes perfect sense. But I'm half tempted just to stick him up front. Do we do it? Do we do it? I don't think we do we? I think Szoboszlai, despite the assist, can come off. We'll give Jonjo Shelvey the game time that I promised him in the first episode of this series. We are doing brilliantly in the match in terms of shots and on-target shots. We've forced them to change formation as well. They're now playing a bit more of an attacking formation, which is perfect for us because they're chasing the game. We can get them behind and just score whenever we see fit. Maximan, play it to Jonjo Shelvey, I beg you. Ward-Prowse hits a screamer into the top right corner. We are running riot here. There's no doubt that we deserve to win this. We've pulled it back to Ward-Prowse, the captain on the night, on a yellow card. When he hit the shot, I thought maybe he's overhit it a little bit because I thought it might have just gone wide, but he was instrumental in this whole bit of play. St. Maximan Windle, it's a great weighted ball, but he's hit that really well. Sporty Elio maybe should have got there, but it's hit with enough power that we are now 3-0 up in a Champions League final. Could it be 4? I just want a Jonjo Shelvey goal now, that's all I want. Here he is on the ball, doing magic. Ward-Prowse, what a goal! James Ward-Prowse, what a player. 2 goals in a Champions League final from a man that we bought from relegated Southampton. He's been brilliant for us this year, but this is just the top of all of his performances. Shelvey involved, we'll call it a Shelvey assist, even if it wasn't. He's hit that really hard, and again, it's another one where looking at it afterwards, Sporty Elio must be a bit annoyed with himself that he's let 2 James Ward-Prowse shots go in when he should have saved them with 4-0 up. No goals from a near post corner either, which someone was annoyed at in the previous episode, and I can understand that. Near post corners are very effective, and there's a reason why I don't have it on as a tactic. But you are going to get a few where sometimes they do score from it without you particularly telling them to. But yeah, it's nice to see that we've just scored 4 goals from really nice play, some really good finishes as well. There's 3 minutes on the clock, which means this isn't the final highlight either in terms of it's not the highlight where it's just shown us the whistle being blown. Something's going to happen here, whether it be an Inter Milan goal or another goal for us. It looks like it might be an Inter Milan one. I would like a clean sheet, but you know what, if they score, they score. Correa, fair enough, we're 4-1 up, it's fine. Levakovic, not much he could have done there. It's a great ball from Pereira, who had a lot of space. Maybe Windle's defending. We could have asked for a little bit more from him there to stop that pass. But he scored a brilliant goal. It's fine by me. He scored the goal that really just forced him to change formation, just sealed this amazing win. We've won a Champions League. We have rebuilt Newcastle in 2 seasons from relegation candidates to Champions League winners. We've got Jonjo Shelvey on the pitch still. I think everybody else would have been completely new players. St. Maximan, of course, would have still been here, but we've done brilliantly. Yes, we spent a lot of money, but we had to overhaul the squad. I think that's Ward-Prowse lifting the trophy here. Go on, James, give it some. There we go. Scored 2 in this game. He was brilliant. Pass that... I was going to say pass the trophy over to Shelvey, but maybe it's best that we don't. There I am in my little purple suit. Oh, that was brilliant. Brilliant final. We couldn't have done better there. We've really just shown off how much we deserve to win that. You can't say, it was down to luck or Inter Milan played poorly on the day. They probably did, but yeah, we deserve that. We deserved a massive win. Yes, their goalkeeper probably had a bit of a bad game, but Ward-Prowse with a 9.7 in a Champions League final. The back line is literally perfect. We've got players at left back and right back who can create goals and score goals. The centre backs are brilliant defensively. Gilmore, Weigl has done a great job in a role that probably is underappreciated in Football Manager in terms of average match rating and effectiveness in that deep line playmaking role. Shelvey gets a go on the pitch. Ward-Prowse scores 2. Maximan Edwards, who he brought into the team for an injured Rafinha, goes and scores where we thought might be a positional problem. Marcus Edwards comes in and just says, look, I can do it no matter what. Scores, bangs it in. Oh, it's brilliant. Vlahovic probably the unfortunate one, not getting a goal. We deserve to celebrate. We have just won a Champions League final, and that it's a bit bittersweet because that will be now the end of our Rebuilding Newcastle series, because we can't go anywhere from here really. If you are interested in what we were doing, I'll just say this before I say my big thank yous, but Livramento was about to join the club as our backup right back. English wonderkid player playing in a championship for Southampton, was available for about 20 million, whereas before when I tried to get him it was about 90. Wonderkid, perfect all round, brilliant in real life, ex-Chelsea Academy product. He's going to be really good for us, I think, in that right back role. Well, he would have been good for us, should I say, because we've finished the Newcastle series. Wow. So let's just take this in a second. 4-1 against Inter Milan. Medals given out. I've been named a wonder maker. The board are delighted. I'm sure our reputation has probably gone through the roof a little bit as well. Still 4.5 stars is brilliant for a Newcastle side. Yeah, we've done great. We're the biggest overachievers as well, which goes to show how well we've done. We've left the club in great state with great facilities, superb training, superb youth, exceptional academy, exceptional youth recruitment. We've got St James's Park rocking with our performances this season. Yes, we didn't win the league yet, but I'm sure we would have done. Are we anywhere on the favoured person? We've made it to the favoured person now. We're above Rafa Benitez, but there's still plenty of players here who have apparently been better than me in their time at Newcastle. But I think I should go down in absolute glory, legendary glory. But wow. Newcastle United, Champions League winners, and that spells the end of our series. I know there's probably going to be some of you that will want this to continue, but it's how I do it. I always say, I'll do until we win the Champions League. Whatever I say at the start is how it will go. I don't want to drag it out for another season because, to be honest, like I said, there was a bit of a dip in viewers in the last episode. Not that viewership means too much, but I have to consider why that is, and probably because the series is getting on a bit. Maybe the league games aren't as interesting anymore, at which point why do we have another season just to show the league games? But don't be afraid, we will be back with something new. Don't be afraid, what am I on about? But yeah, we will be back with something new. Hopefully you support it as much as you supported this Newcastle series. I'm not sure what it will be just yet. I've got to get it thinking. Leave recommendations down below. I will be doing, after this, the next video won't be a series, but I did a few towards the end of FM22 in terms of rebuild videos, where it's one-off, rebuild a club up in one video just by making transfers, and we're doing Ajax, so hopefully you're looking forward to that. But yeah, this is the end of the Newcastle series, and I just want to say a massive thank you, because when we started this, I had a few videos that were more than 1,000 views, but that was pretty much it. This Newcastle series, the first 2 episodes are on 10,000 plus, which is crazy numbers. We've managed to hit near enough 1,000 views in every video. I think there might be this video, obviously this episode, of course, I don't know how it's going to perform, and the episode last is getting close to 1,000, so it should get there, but it's been a massive success for my channel. The subscriber numbers have gone up to 5,000 odd. We're now getting to the point where we've actually got people contributing financially to the channel by becoming channel members. We've got 2 of them now that we've earned through this Newcastle series. So thank you to Fuller and Magne for becoming channel members. Might have pronounced your name again wrong there, Magne, but I do apologise. And just thank you for everyone who, whether you just watched the video, commented, if you've liked it really does help. And hopefully you weren't just watching for Newcastle by the end of it, and you were watching for this series as a whole and me, and that might mean that you'll go on to watch whatever we do next. I'm not expecting for it to be as big as Newcastle, but I don't know what we'll do. I'll keep you updated probably in the next video, in the Ajax video. I'll decide what I'm going to do in the meantime, but feel free to drop your recommendations. Join the Discord if you want to get involved a bit more regularly and talk about the series. But most of all, just have a great day, guys. Thank you so much for this Newcastle series and how you supported it. It's a worthy conclusion, a great final where we've really just shown our quality, and John Joe Shelby was on the pitch. But there you go. I'll see you in the next one, guys, whatever it may be. Thank you for watching, thanks for all the support, and goodbye.